awesome. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Okay, so I have a Ross haul. I've been shopping a lot at Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls because they have so much stuff right now. They're just like, when you walk in, it's a little overwhelming because just stuff's piled up. And if you like treasure hunting like I do, this is like an extreme treasure hunt because there's just so much stuff, you guys. So Mr. Pookie and I have been just hitting all the Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls to find some good Christmas deals, some stuff for ourselves. And so let me show you right now what they have, the deals. So if you are someone that, well, you know someone who has Uggs on their Christmas list, do not go anywhere else. Ross has the best prices. We have like raw Uggs, we have dark Martens, like it goes on and on and on, all the really good deals. So I picked up these, you guys. These are so cute. They're going to be perfect for our rainy season and the snow. So I got these Uggs for $49.99. It says it's compared to $100. And these are so stinking cute. I love these. So this is what it looks like on the back. You've got your little Ugg right there. You have your little Ugg on the side right there. And the great thing about these is that they're going to be so good for when it's rainy and muddy, and if it snows here. We get a lot of ice storms here, so it has the fuzzies on the inside. But the great thing that I love is that it has this like little clip right here, so you can pull it super tight so that none of like the water or anything can get inside the shoe. Are you kidding me? This is like perfect. So they had several. The only thing about Ross and all these kind of discount stores is you never know. You know, I go there and I'm like, gosh darn it, they don't have my size. Ugh. And so it's kind of frustrating. That's why we go to a lot of them, but I love these. These are going to be so good during our winter months here. It gets nasty and muddy, and I can just wash this up and then my feet will stay nice and warm. So I think for 50 bucks, heck yeah, considered it was $100. These are, I was like, okay, $49.99. Okay. So, and then I want to talk about, there's a lot of Uggs right now, and I love Uggs. Like, they just work. They work really well. They keep my feet warm. So, we are all set down. Let me throw this down here. Set this down here. Okay, so I want to share with you another pair of Uggs. Now, these are sneakers, and these are so stinking cute. They are, I know, they look really little. I have a small foot. I'm about like a 6.5 to a 7. I think actually this is a 6.5. Or maybe it's a 7. I know they look really little. But look how cute these are. Now these are $44.99. It says that they were $70. You just never know with like the pricing. Sometimes I'm like, but I really love these. They are super cute. This is what they look like right here. And I love, look at the track, like the traction on the, or the traction. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look at the bottoms. These would be so good during like the winter months. They're really going to grip. And I just think these are so cute. I mean, so I love them. These were the best shoes. So if you are someone who's like, oh my gosh, I love Uggs, or I know someone who wants Ugg stuff, you guys, they have so much to pick from. It is kind of like a hit or miss. You just never know. But that's why I like to go to all of them, or try to, and because you just never know what you're going to find. So I grabbed that. Now another thing I want to bring to your attention is kind of like an Ugg dupe that's a little bit more, actually a lot less. These, okay, so here's the Ugg, and look at these. When I saw these in the store, I was like, oh my gosh, those are Uggs too. These are not Uggs. They were $16.99, and look how cute this is. So this is American Exchange, but it definitely looks like an Ugg dupe. For 16 bucks, I was like, I have to get this. So these ones come in a lot of different sizes. You got the fluffy inside, but don't they look like Uggs? I honestly thought that these were when I first grabbed them. I was like, oh, look. You can tell, though, like, with name brands, these are, like, I can always tell. I don't even have to look at it. Like, I can look and I can grab it and I can feel that it's an UGG because the weight, you can just tell. But these are a lot lighter than the Uggs, but these are so cute for $16.99, my friends. So they had a lot of the American Exchange brand right now at Ross, and they have really cute shoes. So if you're needing some shoes, or if you like to, you know, go in and you donate shoes or Christmas tree, you know, you get a family and their kids need shoes, Ross is a really good place because you can get Nike, Adidas, I mean, you name it, for a lot less. Or you can get these like dupe shoes that are like kind of Uggs for 16 bucks. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. Look how cute they are. They're really cute. They do. They kind of look like a dupe. So I had to pick that up. And then if you are a fan of Doc Martens, we love Doc Martens in this family. Everybody wears Doc Martens pretty much in this family. They're just really good shoes. We hike with them. They're great. And so Mr. Pookie, see, this is what happens when Mr. Pookie goes shopping with me. He is a shoe guy. And so he always looks at shoes, and I swear he's always finding, like, look, all these cute shoes, and it's just really hard for me to say no to shoes. So Mr. Pookie has a problem with shoes. And I kind of do now too, because he's always finding really cute shoes. So, and here in Oregon, I don't wear the same shoe over and over again because it would go so fast. So I kind of like spread it out because it rains nonstop here. It's muddy, it's gross. So I picked up these because I thought these would be really good to stomp in the snow with or in the mud. And check these out. These are the cutest. They look so cute on. And since I'm such a shorty, like I feel like I don't know, 5'2", but even then I'm like, I don't even know if I'm even that tall anymore. I feel like I'm shrinking. And so look at it gives me a good heel on there, especially like if you're a shorty. You know how hard it is to find jeans, and no matter, even if it says petite, it's still dragging the floor. So I kind of need a little bit of height because right now it's muddy, it's rainy, and I always have to keep rolling up my jeans. With this one, I don't have to like major roll it up. So I was like, this is great. So these are kind of more on the pricey side. These were $69.99, but I mean, these are like really hardy. I mean, they're so cute, Doc Martens. So I think these are like a 6.5. So I picked up those. So I wanted to bring that to your attention because if you need some good shoes, oh my gosh, Ross it's incredible. And right now, I think this is my favorite time to shop at these stores because they just have so much inventory and just so many different brands. Like, it's just stocked and stacked. And so this is where I start stocking up, and then I'll have shoes, and then I'll be all good to go, you know? Okay, so I did go ahead and purchase this for my Charlotte. She is a black lab, and she loves sweaters. She is addicted to them. If you take them off, she gets like offended. She thinks like, you don't love me anymore. So all of her sweaters are pretty yucky right now. I've had to toss them just because, you know, the field, and it gets muddy. And so I picked this up. Yeah, like I said, everything comes from Ross. And I think, how much was this? You guys, $7.99. So if you have puppies, you guys, the amount of dog toys right now at Ross, and sweaters, and just all things dogs and cats, like, it's phenomenal. So I went ahead and picked this up for her because I thought that was such a great price. Way cheaper than anywhere else. And they do have all different sizes from extra small to extra large, which is really, really good. So I just picked that up because I thought, oh my gosh, that is a Charlotte sweater. So I did grab that. Okay, and then they have a lot of Christmas dresses right now. Really fancy dresses. So if you're going to like a play or wherever you're going and you need a dress, Ross is a great place to get your dresses. They're very inexpensive, but like they look, I mean, they're very inexpensive, yes. you're getting them like really fancy dresses at a big discount price, and they're stocked right now of red, green, gold, just all the beautiful holiday dresses. I went ahead and picked this one up because I was like, this is the cutest. So I picked this up and it was only $12.99. It's by the Lucky brand, and you guys, this screams like holiday, Christmas. So I really love it. It's plaid. Look at that. It is so cute. It's got long sleeves, and then here is like the little cuffs, which I think is really pretty. I love dresses that kind of have a lot of stretch right here, especially if you're someone who has, you know, really heavy chested. Sometimes it's really hard for me to find a dress, especially me being like, mostly I'm in a size small, extra small dress, but this is not small, extra small. So a lot of times these dresses won't fit me because I just can't even, like, it won't work, or I have to have some type of stretch, and this works perfect. It's a long dress, and it looks like that. See, it bells out. This is just so, for $12.99, you guys, I think that's such a great deal. They had tons in the store right now, so if you wanted something like this, all my Rosses had this in, I think, extra small all the way up, I think, to extra large, I want to say, maybe even larger, like a 2X. I'm not sure about that, but they had a lot of sizes, and it seemed like every Ross I went to had this exact dress. So heads up, if you like this dress, you can find it at Ross right now because they had a lot of this. Okay, another thing I want to bring, also, let me come down here. Mr. Pookie did that video for you guys. You guys asked for, we went in store and we filmed. So that'll be up this coming week. He's got a lot of good ideas for you right now for like men's gift or whoever, like a tool gift guide. And the great thing is that every Ross that we went into had pretty much the same thing. So I kind of only wanted to showcase like really good deals, but then kind of look around and be like, okay, several of my Rosses around here in Oregon, we went all the way up to Portland, like we went all over. Different zip codes, and they pretty much all had the same thing. So hopefully if you live in a different state, you'll be able to find it, and that video will come out this week. I hope it helps you guys because we found some really good deals. So he did go ahead and pick this up for my son for Christmas. I mean, go back row. This was $4.99, you guys, and they just won on Thanksgiving. Woohoo! So we picked that up for him. $4.99. Are you kidding me? So you cannot beat that. If you go into like the stores, you're gonna spend like $30. That's why we shop a lot at Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls, because I want to save money. I mean, I want to save my money. I want to get cute, good stuff, but I don't want to spend those prices. So we did go ahead and grab that for him. Very excited. $4.99. You do, like I said, you have to do, I mean, it's a treasure hunt. Some people don't like Ross because they're like, oh my gosh, it's so much work. But I'm like, that's the fun of it. When you find stuff, you're like, woohoo. I don't know, it's a treasure hunt. So I love it. And then we did go ahead, my husband picked up these. He loves the, actually, he picked this up for my son. $12.99. Name brand, my friends. Lots of name brand. And look how cute. So this is the back. And then this is the front. So I thought that was really good. And then they have a lot of Columbia shirts. Now I will kind of warn you though that, you know, Ross, a lot of times they get these items in because they've kind of messed up or their sizes are a little off or, you know, it shrinks. So I will let you guys know that a lot of the Columbia in Ross will kind of shrink, as where if you like go into like the actual Columbia store outlet, that's not going to happen to you. But there's been times where we've picked up a Columbia t-shirt and then I'll wash it just like normal and it'll be like a crop top. So that's the only thing with Ross sometimes. I haven't found it with anything else. But I know I've noticed Columbia is a little off, but they're really, I mean, super cute. It only happens once in a while, not like consistently. Otherwise, I wouldn't pick up the Columbia tops, but I just want to, you know, FYI. give you that warning just in case. But this was $9.99 and it's a Columbia. And I mean, look how cute. We love the little doggy in the little boat. I think that is super, super cute. And it just says Columbia on the top. So just FYI, it only happens here or there. It doesn't happen a lot. But if you do have a Columbia outlet, right now they have Black Friday special. And I think the shirts are $10 a piece as well. I think it's 2 for $20 right now. So I love the Columbia outlets. We have several of them here, and I love visiting because that's where I get my really good winter jackets, and I don't have to spend that much money. And Ross has them too. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. Oh, here's another shirt that I believe, is it a Columbia? Yeah, this is a Columbia as well. And this was $9.99. And I mean, look at the back. Are you kidding? How cute. I love that. So... so cute. And it just says Columbia. So Mr. Pookie needed shirts. What's happening is my son is the same size as my husband now, and so my husband has all these like cute shirts, and my husband's like, here, just take mine, because my son's like, oh, I like that shirt, Dad, I like that shirt. So he's been giving a lot of his Columbia shirts, and so he's like, I need my own. And it's becoming a problem now where I'm like, you guys, I'm gonna have to like label, because now I'm forgetting who's who. Like, they're at the same size where I'm like, I don't even remember who this is. So I do the clothes and I put it in a pile and I pick your shirt, because at this point I have no idea. They literally are twins. They wear the exact same thing. So for me, I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea. Pick your clothes because they all wear this type of stuff. So my son really loves Carhartt, so we might have to go to the this weekend, go up to the Carhartt store, or they have Sierra. If you have a Sierra, it's like a sister store from TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and they have a lot of Columbia items there. He loves, or not Columbia, but Carhartt. He loves Carhartt, and they last. They're like, he loves Carhartt, so we might have to do that. But yeah, it's it's a problem. I'm like, I have no idea. You guys are so similar. Okay. And then I went ahead and picked this up for my son for Christmas. Oh my gosh, these are the best. And these were only $6.99. And let me tell you, my son loves these so much. They have all different fun ones. So this one I was like, oh, yes. So I did go ahead and pick that up. These are the best. And he's in desperate need of these because his are looking rough. Okay. And then I did go ahead. Let me pick all this stuff up. Mr. Pookie needed some of his sauces for his coffee, and Ross has a really good section right now of a lot of candies and all different kinds of stuff. And so he picked up the chocolate caramel and also the white chocolate, and they were $4.99 a piece. Okay, so if you love Ross, or if you're like, girl, I've never been in a Ross, or I'm getting a Ross, check every little aisle, because they have some really good stuff right now. You know, definitely have to have some time, but oh my gosh, there's so much there. So went ahead and picked that up for Mr. Pookie for his coffee. Yeah, that's a really good deal. And then, like I said, he's doing that video, but he did pick up two things. My husband loves the tools. So this was $8.99. So he's like, heck yeah. And then 2-pack of funnels for $3.99. There's some really good deals, my friend. So he went ahead and picked that up. And then for my daughter, I picked this up for one of her stockings. I mean, they have some really good stuff. And so this was $4.99. Looks like that. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? So it's going to be a TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and a Ross Christmas for sure over here. But you can find some really good stuff at a discount price. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for taking out the time and spending with me. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.